believe that our mental state and self-awareness is the driving force behind our attitude and reaction to life. On this podcast, we deal with everyday socio-psychological issues that affect our daily lives and how we can conquer them and live a wholesome living. Join in essence with Didi as we discuss topics including mental health, the effect of our interactions on our well-being, finances, and many other issues that affect our daily living. Hey guys, welcome back and welcome home. Thank you for being a part of the podcast. Thank you for being part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours as well. On today's episode, we are talking to the men of the house, the men in the room, and all these amazing men that happen to be a part of our lives and our journeys, and that we are privileged to be going through this life thing with. If you are familiar with tabloids, media, and most controversial conversations, you probably have heard about toxic masculinity than healthy masculinity. So today we'll be talking about healthy masculinity. When we date back to the previous episodes that I have made, where I was talking about the family institution, I did say that the family institution is the first point of interaction for every person. When you're born, the first people that you see are your family and the traditions that you will be accustomed to and that you will grow up seeing as the truth of the world will be coming from your family. So in a situation whereby families are holding this perspective that men are to be emotionless and they should grow up to be strong, as they are the stronger frame, of course, but that also denies them of the full human experience of having emotions, showing their vulnerability, and allowing themselves to be human. And the opposite of that, or the contrast of that, is healthy masculinity. Because I believe that when men grow up suppressing the parts of themselves that makes them human, the intensity of that and the effect of being in such an environment long term is the birthing of toxic masculinity. Because as a man, you will then not be able to open up. You will not be able to be in touch with your emotional side as much as you should be. And for you, it will be foreign to say that something hurts or to say that it is heavy to carry some sort of responsibilities that you are expected to carry so well. So that, together with the norms and the traditions of the society, it becomes hard for men to be fully human. But today we'll be talking about healthy masculinity with a touch of care for men, and then being in touch with their innermost beings. This episode is dedicated to the Men's Health Month, which was supposed to be in June, and knowing that the episode is quite delayed, so I'm going to do it anyway because they deserve the good stuff as well. They deserve the nuggets, and they also deserve some sweet reminders every now and then that they also matter, and they also deserve to fully live and to fully experience part of themselves that were being dismissed throughout the years or throughout the generation of maybe their lineage, their societies, and how they grew up and the things that they were accustomed to as they grew up. So this episode is basically a form of relearning for them to know that, you know what, as much as we are men and as much as we are strong in the areas that we are strong in, we are also allowed to be vulnerable. We are also allowed to be cared for, and we are also allowed to have emotions and also to react to them and to also feel what they feel at that point in time. As much as it is important for anyone to constantly check on themselves, it is equally important for men to do the same without being made to feel like they are being extra. Men also deserve their care days. Number one, they also deserve the days where it's just them and they are giving time to what they love and spending their time doing what makes them feel complete and whole. Secondly, they also deserve romance, platonically, romantically, and also from their other male counterparts. There's this thing that I've realized from males, that it is some sort of a taboo for them to show themselves love. For them to compliment another male or for them to touch another male in a way that it assures them that they are under good care, or for them to simply hug, it's another thing on its own. And I'm here to remind them that that is totally fine and that is totally normal. And it's not a taboo for you to show each other love. It's not something that should be frowned upon, and more so it should be something that is celebrated, because no one can understand your struggle as someone who is in the similar journey as yours. Only men know what they are fully going through. Only them can relate to certain types of struggles and insecurities, if I should call it that, and also the weight of the journey. So it is important for them to show each other that they are a part of each other's journey and they understand each other well, and they will be there for each other if the chips fall down. Thirdly, they deserve to be assured and reassured on a daily or as much as it's needed, for them to know that they matter, for them to know that they are gentle, and for them to be told that no matter what, they are still loved. And fourthly, they deserve to be human. Men deserve to experience every other emotion. I am strongly on emotions because men are people who struggle with emotions. I have realized from the men in my life that it's almost impossible for them to be fully in their emotional side without thinking them. It makes them less human, or it makes them less manly. So they deserve to be human. You deserve to be human. You deserve to feel. You deserve to be pampered. You deserve to be assured and reassured, and you deserve compliments, and you deserve the experience that makes you feel loved and cared for. They deserve to be strong and vulnerable frame. And as much as they are viewed to be providers, how about they start providing for themselves? Men are providers, yes, but instead of you as a man always looking to provide for the next person, or always looking to provide for your family, and which is not a bad thing, also look to provide to yourself. Tend to your needs as a man. Provide a safe space for you to feel. As much as you assure and reassure your partners or your friends or your sisters, your family, give that to yourself as well. Provide a safe space for yourself to feel what you feel without thinking that it's wrong to feel that way, or without thinking that you are being extra to feel that certain way. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to have a human experience. Allow yourself to be in touch with the parts of yourself that the society deems as being feminine. For example, if you feel like today you want to go out to a restaurant, for example, and maybe to get your facial, to get your massage, to get whatever, you are a human. And the massages and everything, they're meant for every human, not only females. Allow yourself to have that experience. Allow yourself to be pampered, pamper yourself, provide such an environment for yourself. Tend to your needs and provide boundaries. As a man, when it is said that men should provide, you should also provide with boundaries. You should make your boundaries clear that, okay, I can provide to this level, but from here moving forward, I cannot. And you don't need to have a reason why you cannot skip your boundaries. Boundaries are there to provide a safe space for yourself. So as a man, you're allowed to have boundaries, and you're allowed to say no, and you're allowed to even not feel like it's a place for you to provide something that someone wants for that particular point in time. And also, it is very important to know that men deserve better acknowledgement than for them to only be expected to provide. Men, you are more than that. You are more than just providers. And you are more than just a hand to give out. You are more than just a strong person. And you are more than your achievements. You are more than your pockets. You are more than the car you drive. You are more than anything that can be stripped off of you. You are human, you are loved, and you deserve all the love in the world. You deserve everything in the world. So in closing this episode, I want to say to men that you deserve the love that you give for you, more than just you being the one who gives love. Know and affirm that the best is for you, and no matter if you give or you don't, you still deserve the best that is offered to you. And if it comes to a point whereby you are not able to give, or you are giving in a position where you can give but only so much, you still are deserving of love. And if that is not served, it is fair for you to leave the table. Find your tribe and let it find you. Be where you are celebrated. That is it from me to the men. I tried my best. And as a woman, I believe that we also should play a role in making our men feel seen, feel heard, and to reassure them on a daily that they matter and they are not what they give. They are way more than that. And for them to give, it is just a cherry on top, and there is more to them than what they have to offer. I believe that from here moving forward, my men, yours as well, and every male that hears this will move differently and know that they are not just here to provide, but they're here to also feel loved, be loved, and be deserving of everything else. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Enjoy, and as this is also a start of a brand new month, expect the good for yourself, nourish yourself, and you know what, take care of number one, take care of yourself, and know that you deserve the good, and the good is coming your way. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy, feel love, and be loved. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, leave a review, and rate. Let us all be whole and live a purpose-driven life.